Hi everyone, I'm Dave Giancola, joined again by Mike Trossel for another episode of History Makers. Julie Inkster is undoubtedly one of the best golfers of all time, but when she arrived at the 1999 U.S. Women's Open at Old Waverly Golf Club in Mississippi, she was 38 years old and had not yet won a U.S. Women's Open.
Well, she was tied for the 36-hole lead, then created some distance between herself and the rest of the field in round 3, firing a 5 under 67 to take a 4-stroke lead. She never looked back, shooting a 71 on the final day to earn a 5-stroke win. All told, Inkster shot 16 under 272 and set the championship record in relation to par.
But more importantly, she brought a trophy home to her kids, a big one at that. Here are some of the highlights from that incredible week.
Julie Inkster for birdie at the 5th. Inkster off to a good start. A couple of birdies at 2 and 3. That'll do it. Another one there at the 5th.
Yeah, she's always been a great putter.
In the meantime, Julie Inkster's hit a perfect 3-wood here. She's only got 111 yards downhill to this right-hand back pin position. Perfect angle.
Why is she doing so well this year? I know she's a solid player, but anything special?
Oh, Julie's always been a good ball striker, and her putting is just magnificent. I played with her a couple of weeks ago, and she made everything she looked at, especially the par putt. She's really putting clutch.
And back to the 6th. This is a birdie attempt for Julie Inkster, who won the U.S. Women's Amateur Championship 3 straight years.
It's quick, and it moves a little right. Look at the touch. Look at the touch. I mean, it just makes it look easy.
Julie Inkster's tee shot to this par 3 come up well short. Chipping back up. So that left for par as we third shot now for Julie Inkster at the par 5 night. She is at 3 under. Good birdie chance here. And Inkster flirts with an eagle there. Over to 9. Julie Inkster tapping in for her birdie at the par 5. And now the third shot for Julie Inkster at the par 4 11th.
See how she puts her hands forward here, and then she just keeps that angle perfect. Do you see that? That is perfect. Well, it didn't come out as fast as she wanted, but that's good technique.
This is Inkster trying to hang in there for par at 11. Solid up and down for Inkster. Second shot now for Julie Inkster at the 14th.
Going with a short iron. Oh, my word, 1 inch from
they pulled it out.
Wowzer.
And Julie Inkster, after that spectacular approach shot at 14, just a tap-in birdie, and she moves to 5 under, and she is tied for second with Maura Dunn. So Julie Inkster very much part of the picture here on day 1 at the Women's Open. Inkster was 1 under for her second round before birdie in the par 5 15th here. That got her to 9 under, and that pulled her even at the moment with Keeney. Competing in her 20th Open Championship. 19 career wins for Inkster. 3 major championships, but never an Open. And a nice par save at 16 to stay at 9 under. Julie Inkster, though, on 18. She birdied the last 2 holes yesterday. This 30-footer for birdie today. Finished off a round of 69, and Inkster tied Lori Kane at 10 under.
Joined by Julie Inkster right now, who climbed the stairs to the tower to the 18th. Congratulations here from everybody.
Thank you.
You are atop the leaderboard right now, 10 under, and that round today of 69.
Yeah, to come, I played so well yesterday, and to come back and have an equally good day. I mean, I didn't score as well yesterday, but I thought I played just as well. And there's a lot of opportunities out there to make some birdies.
Do you feel the sentimental wave that's with you here at the U.S. Open?
I don't know about that. I mean, I just, the last few years I've been playing really good, and this golf course sets up great for me. I think you can play aggressive on it, and that kind of fits my game.
Well, let's take a look a little bit at the game today.
Okay.
I think we're going to take a look at the 18th.
18th, just right to left, straight down. It's probably the fastest putt that I've had all day, and just trying to get it online, and it just went.
There's the dance. That's
It's that little petite dance.
We saw that yesterday on 16 too, didn't we? Well, folks are talking about the fact that your family isn't here, and I think that's because they identify you as a team.
Yeah, I know.
Why are they not here?
Well, I got 2 girls who are still in school, and my husband Brian has his ladies' invitational, so he's not here.
Well, with the play being the way it is there a family plan? Do you have a strategy for the weekend, considering where you are in the Open right now?
You know, it's just like Lori Kane came up and shot 8 under today. I think there's a lot of good players behind me that can go out there and do that. So I think you got to still play aggressive. I mean, 10 under is not going to win this tournament. So, you know, you got to keep making birdies and keep playing aggressive. And if you do have a lapse out there, you know you can make some putts out there.
And husband's not coming in?
I don't know. I don't think husband's coming in, but you never know. He comes in on a whim, so I'm not counting him out.
Well, he's watching. He
Yeah,
may be
that's
calling
right.
the airlines right
That's
now.
right.
Second round co-leader Julie Inkster keeping pace on the very first hole, a birdie to get to 11 under. Starts off today the same way she started off yesterday, I believe, in the birdie. Inkster then on a par 5 second hole. Could she make it 2 in a row to begin the third round? Yes, Inkster moves to 12 under very quickly. At the par 4 8, Mark Rolfing has the coverage there.
413 yards. This 8th. Julie Inkster on the tee. And just into the left-hand rough. This Bermuda rough getting thicker by the moment almost with these warm temperatures, particularly at night.
He's got this ball going at the center of the green. Really, that's pretty well played from there. That's well managed. Good shot.
So our leader will have about 12 feet for birdie at the 8th. Julie Inkster from about 12 feet for birdie. This would get her to almost uncharted territory at 13 under.
This her third shot after a driver and a 3-wood to this point. Plenty of green to work with. Really a very simple pitch, about 40 feet to the hole.
Roger, you've known Julie for a long time, haven't you?
I've known Julie for years and years. Of course, we both attended San Jose State. She is a little younger than I am, however.
Julie lines up this birdie attempt, Raj.
Well, this putt doesn't do a whole lot. By and large, there's not a lot of slope in most of these greens.
How'd you like to have her putt for you, Raj?
Oh, boy.
You wouldn't be announcing, right?
No, I wouldn't. She's a wonderful putter and driving the ball beautifully. Never any question, right in the middle.
Birdie number 4 on the day for Inkster. Front side 32, and her lead is now back up to 4.
Very impressive. Gee. Rogers, you just got here today, but Inkster's birdied 1/3 of the holes she's played, 15 birdies in 45 holes.
She's pretty much played flawless golf so far today.
Well positioned, even uphill putt, not a lot of break. And we see here, today she's hit 6 of 8 fairways, 8 of 10 greens. Has had just 12 putts through 9 holes. Birdie putt for Julie Inkster to move to 15 under par. Oh, man.
Welcome back. Third shot of Julie Inkster, par 4 14th.
Not an easy shot, Rod. You had to hit it in that fringe with that club selection.
And it was into the grain a little bit, John, and that killed it. So she's got a good 12 feet left uphill for par.
Only one bogey thus far in the championship. I guarantee he'll come closer than go in.
Right in the middle.
What a putt by Inkster.
Well played par.
Back. We're at the par 4 16th, and that is Julie Inkster's tee shot with what appeared to be a 3-wood.
It was, Gary, and perfectly placed.
chasing down the fairway, and you see the other ball in the fairway, and that is the drive of Lori Kanes.
Started this ball just left the hole, cutting right at it.
Oh, what a shot. Best we've seen of the day. Julie Inkster with just 3 feet left at the 16th. A chance to get to 15 under par and perhaps increase her lead over Lori Kane by 3. Right now, it's Julie in charge. And now, a chance to increase that lead.
Could have been a big lead there, you know.
Yeah,
instead of 3, it was a 4-shotter. I thought it was going to be a 4-shotter. 15 under par, uncharted territory, huh? She gets this.
She does. 15 under, and now 3 shots ahead of playing competitor Lori Kane.
Has the 3-wood out, John. Of course, it does set up well for her right to left shot. But
is this the 3-wood or is this the utility wood?
Well, I'm about 20 yards ahead, John, and I really can't tell which one it is.
I think she's going with the utility wood. How's it look? Should go
right
left?
Down the left center of the fairway. That is just ideal.
That is really a gutsy play there, and that shortens the hole big time. The farther you go right, the longer the second shot. So that is going to make it a better opportunity for birdie with her high iron shot.
Good vibes, though, on 18 for Julie Inkster, Johnny, who has birdied this hole in each of the first 2 rounds.
Roger couldn't have put it out there any better for her.
This is ideal. 149 yards again, wind helping slightly.
Is this a big 8?
This is a big 8.
Yeah, that's a big 8. High follow through.
Just a little bit right of the hole. Pretty good looking shot.
Her average iron shot this week, I guarantee you, has been no more than 5 feet off line from where she's wanted to hit it. Every iron, she's not asking get left, get right, it's right at it.
Johnny, most of the headlines this week coming into this championship all about Nancy Lopez and can she finally win that elusive Women's Open Championship. But Julie Inkster says, you know, I've had my headlines. I just want to go out there now, be respected, play good golf. I've had all of that. I don't care about any of the rest of it. But right now she is in great position for one of those memorable Open Sundays instead of the one that happened back in '92.
Well, her thought is a little serendipitous. She's already happy with what she's accomplished. And now it's like all bonus.
It's true, isn't it? You first start off in your career, you just want it now, as Kelly Keeney is so often referred to, her wanting to win now on the tour, but there's more of a relaxed cadence to Inkster and her mannerisms this week.
Let's listen to this. This is great.
Record-setting Women's Open, led by Inkster.
To go 16 under par.
Doesn't sound like an open score to me.
Yeah, she's played great. Straight as an arrow, Julie.
Well, folks, it's a new 54-hole record. Total of 201 for Inkster. Other than Inkster, only one player without a drop shot today. That was Kari Webb, who recorded a bogey-free 68. But Inkster in with a low round of the championship today, a 67.
With the championship leader, Julie Inkster, congratulations on a solid round of 67. I know we think back to 92, and I know that hurt you a lot, and now you're poised. The tournament's really in your hands. You said 10 under wouldn't win. After 2 days, you're kind of proving that. Yeah. The lead's now stretched to 15, and what do you think is going to be required tomorrow?
Well, I don't think 15 under is going to win either. So, you know, I didn't need to go out here and, you know, I thought I played really aggressive today. I thought I putted well today. My speed of my putts was great. So if I keep doing what I'm doing, I mean, this course lets you play aggressive, and I think that helps my game.
even though leading coming down toward the end today, you looked like you still had the hammer to the floor and you were trying to make some more birdies. You looked a little frustrated that you didn't get a couple of birdies coming in.
Yeah, but I made my share out there today. Hit some good putts, just didn't go in. And I'd like to have a couple more at 17 and 18, but I'll take it. Go out there tomorrow and try to do the same thing I'm doing. It's going to be a little tougher tomorrow, though.
Well, it seemed like a very stress-free round today, and I'm sure you'd like to have another one like that. Not that any round in the Open is stress-free, but you really didn't put a lot of heat on yourself. You didn't have to make a lot of par savers or anything like that. When you did hole a couple of nice putts, but you seemed to keep it on cruise control most of the day.
I drove the ball real well today. I was in the fairway most of the time, and I feel like I'm getting each day hitting my irons a little better. So if I can just keep doing what I'm doing and give myself some opportunities at birdies, I feel like I'm going to be just fine.
How's it look?
A little bit right of the hole, John. Looks like it needs to get up underneath the hole.
Good lead.
This is a slow putt back up the hill, and a pretty good hill at that.
Not much break though, Roger.
But there is, and it may try to leak right, but not much, John.
The way she's putted, especially coming off that bogey, she doesn't want to give up any strokes, and she just did, of course, in the hole before. I wouldn't be surprised to see her just knock this right in there.
Number 4 ranked putter in this championship.
Cross-handed on the longer putts.
Center cut all the way.
So the lead is indeed back up to 4 for Inkster, just like she began the day.
Makes it look easy, Roger.
When you do that, they're all easy, John.
Well, there's a ridge in the center of the green that players can kind of work the ball off of. Everything will slope. If you catch the right side of that slope, work it toward the hole. So you really don't have to go right at the flag to get the ball somewhere around the hole location.
Has a 5-iron, but choking down just a little bit on it.
See, she spot lines, but her spot is out there about, looks like 15 feet, and then she looks at the hole.
This shot going right. Wants it to fly to carry the bunker. Sounded like a miss hit. That's in the front right bunker.
Leaving the face open.
Great shot. I'll tell you what, that is beautiful shot right there. Beautifully played. Brilliant shot.
It's just letting you know just how good it was, too. Wow.
Now, Julie Inkster, her third shot. As Roger mentioned, a much better lie than Kelly's.
This one's makeable, not much break.
She'll leave herself about 3 feet for par. Now, Julie Inkster to stay at 16 under.
Right center putt.
Holy mackerel, what an exchange that was, Roger.
That is shocking.
So Julie Inkster, with the easier of the chips, ends up walking off the green having lost a shot. She now leads by 3. And back on the tee, the lead 4 with 6 holes left, Julie Inkster.
I want to hit it right there over that hill. She's setting a little right of that, probably playing a draw. Roger, how's that look? Can you see it?
This tee shot starts down the right center, John. Pretty much holding his line there, but that'll be good.
She's hitting it so well, she doesn't even have to watch it. That's nice.
That's real nice.
Inkster's next.
Julie has 132 yards to the hole, and she's just, as you said, John plays her iron so well. I would look for this to come in underneath the hole. She doesn't seem to make many mistakes this way.
Hole location is hard to see it, but it's right, just to the right of that mark.
This is a 9-iron. Good looking shot. Beautiful.
Julie Inkster at age 38, answering every threat so far. The lead is 4.
Yeah, it just depends what's going on inside between the two ears. Now, Roger, at this point, there's all these little this talk about if I can get this one in, I think it's history. Taking dead aim. Oh, I think she hit a bad putt there, Roger, went in the left center.
16 under par for Inkster, and the lead has increased to 5.
I selected a 3-wood here.
There you go.
Good looking shot right down the center of the fairway. Got it on automatic pilot now, Gary.
Yes, she's making it look pretty easy, Roger. And Roger, I think the big challenge now is to stay focused, to go through your routine and make sure you do the things you need to do. Don't let your mind wander onto what will occur in probably about 45 minutes.
Hole location on the right side.
This ball left of the hole going at the center of the green.
Could catch the hill and funnel a little toward the hole. That is a beautifully played shot. Very well executed.
And over to 16, Gary.
Well, great applause here. Great ovation for Julie Inkster as she walks up to the green. Being just surrounded by people. Great galleries. And they are very appreciative of the performance that she has put on this week.
Well, when you think back to 92 and Patty Sheehan birdieing the last 2 holes there, I mean, I guess it teaches you a lesson that you got to keep going all the way. Looked like she had that open in the bag.
I mean, she's not happy with these pars.
But is quite a bit downhill, does have some speed. Well, that perhaps a little tentative, but okay. Taps in for her par and maintains her 5-shot lead, and through this 16th hole she has played the par 4s this week in an incredible 9 under par, and that is, I think, a testimony to her iron play.
She is also, she'll be able to move forward about 40 yards.
Okay, Julie, shot. Thank you.
There you go. She likes it.
Is that a draw shot, Roger?
Yes, a little right to left, John. Perfectly positioned.
5-shot lead for Julie Inkster. Just a formality.
The shot starts right of the hole, turning right at it.
Some of the best iron play I've ever seen by any performer in the last 20 years.
You saw husband Brian. He first met Julie at the age of 15, gave her first lesson. She really didn't take up the game seriously until she was 15 years old.
Bringing home a trophy. I'm just bringing home a trophy. A real big one, too, Corey.
Of course, referring to
Winner.
Corey and Haley, and Julie has proven you can have it all. A family, perform at a top level in a game where the pressures tend to get to someone who might be up with the kids at night on tour, but Julie Inkster.
That's the first time she celebrated, and it wasn't until she hit that green with that iron shot, Roger. There was no celebrating until right there.
On her way to the Open Championship.
Well, let's let her share this all by herself. Gallery's going nuts.
Okay, we're putting up a stance. Bob, you want me to go through?
The stage is cleared for Julie Inkster.
And you saw Julie Inkster clapping there, congratulating Kelly for such a strong performance and making it, you know, memorable for Julie. She didn't just cakewalk it till the last hour or so. And this putt here is down the hill. Nothing but good feelings inside right now. The warmth that's inside your stomach right now, churning all day, and then all of a sudden it's turning to just unadulterated joy. I mean, it just cannot get any better than this. The ghosts of Oakmont are history.
go, Birdie. And she wanted to do that dance that we saw earlier in this championship, Johnny.
If they yell loud enough, they might knock it in.
In her 20th U.S. Open, Julie Inkster is finally an Open champion.
There's the husband, Brian.
This year in Tucson with Julie winning. Roger Maltby.
Thank you, Dan. Julie, congratulations on the all-time best ever performance in the U.S. Open in 1992. Seems like a long time ago now, doesn't it?
I just can't believe it. I mean, this is... I'm crying. This is the best. I mean, I played my heart out. I didn't sleep a wink last night, and I felt like I was pregnant. The food wouldn't go down. But I'll tell you, I played great, and Kelly Keeney's a true champion. I'll tell you, she's going to be there for a while. And she played great and kept the pressure on me. And I'm bringing home the trophy to Los Altos. It's coming back home to America. Yes, it is.
Well, congratulations on that, and I would just like to thank you for letting a friend watch you live your dreams.
Thanks, Roger.
From the 1999 United States Women's Open Championship in West Point, Mississippi, Julie Inkster finally did feel what it's like to be an Open champion.